guys, Paul Hasenyager, physical therapist here with Active Body Physical Therapy in Southern California, and you're watching Active Body PT TV. So today I want to talk about foot heel pain, plantar fasciitis. It's a common problem, probably the most common complaint or reason for foot, heel, and arch pain is plantar fasciitis that we see. So what exactly is plantar fasciitis? I got my shoe off here, and I got my Spider-Man socks on for you, so bear with me. So you got your arch. There's a band of fascia which attaches to your heel or your calcaneus and then splays out to your toes and runs along the bottom of your foot or your arch. So there's one attachment at your heel and it splays out into multiple attachments at the other end. When we step down, that arch goes like this. So the arch tends to flatten, there's pressure on the ends, and the greatest pressure is at the heel. So that part can get irritated and inflamed and painful. If you're doing a lot of repetitive stuff, a lot of running, you're a marathon runner, you work and on your Fitbit it says you're doing 10,000 steps a day, you are at risk to get plantar fasciitis. Also, if we're carrying a few extra pounds, that is a contributing factor. So one of the most important things to do for arch pain and plantar fasciitis, first of all, is to have good shoes with a good arch support so that when you do step down, that arch is not allowed to flatten out and put a great deal of strain on your heel. So you gotta have a good arch support. You probably wanna get an insert. Often over-the-counter inserts work well. Shoes off the shelf typically don't have good arch supports. They're pretty minimal, little flimsy little pieces of foam. So think about doing that. There are some brands that have better arch supports, and those are available, on the internet and all. So, but what can you do? What can you do if that first step in the morning is painful, and you get out of bed and your heel's hurting, and that's what I hear a lot. So there's a couple things you can do. One thing is do a little actually a little self-massage maybe. This is a lacrosse ball, it works well, and you can just do this, rolling back and forth and rolling out that arch a little bit, get it loosened up a little, get a little blood flow going in there. Sometimes people like to use a foam roller, something like this, and just rolling out like that and getting that arch going and a little bit loose in there. And you do this for a few minutes. You don't have to do it for an hour or anything, maybe a couple minutes, 5 minutes max. Some people do well with just a little self-massage where they're kind of doing this and kind of stretching out in there. As you get back to the heel, usually that's the most painful part. So just do the pressure you can handle. And so that'll be a big step in the right direction. Also, you'll see this one all over the internet, is freeze a water bottle. This one's not frozen, obviously, but if you freeze a water bottle and put it down, and then you can do a self-massage with ice, and that often works pretty well. And I've had people get pretty good relief with that. So I didn't plan ahead, and mine's not frozen today, so plan ahead. Then stretching is a big thing. So you can do stretching a few ways. You want to get this big toe back and up, and oftentimes the problem is this big toe doesn't move well. You have a condition where it won't raise up, and as you step forward, it puts more pressure on your arch and fascia because your big toe won't raise up. So if you do this and pull that big toe up and stretch, you might even feel it all the way back to your heel. I feel mine stretching, it doesn't hurt, but you want to hold that for maybe a 20-30 second count and do a couple of those. There's a standing stretch you can do, and there's a couple ways to do it. You can roll up a towel roll and put your big toe up on that, bend your knee and kind of lean forward into that so you're stretching that big toe. You might feel it a little bit in your calf and your Achilles. Hold that for about a 20-second hold. Also, if you can put your big toe up against a wall, so it's up and stretch into that. We like to use a slant board here at Active Body Therapy and do 3 stretches. We like to get that big toe up here and stretch in like that. So that big toe is raised up and you're stretching your arch. And then we like to stretch the calves. So we're gonna do a 2-way calf stretch. We're gonna stand up here with our knees straight and stretching our Achilles and our calves. And then we're gonna do a little bit of the knee bend. So our heels come up and stretch like that too for about 30 seconds or so. And that stretches both your gastroc muscle and your soleus muscle, which are the 2 muscles of your calf. So hopefully that helps you. And get those arch supports, do some self-massage, do stretch. If the pain continues, I recommend you contact your local physical therapist or MD for some suggestions and help. If you like what you saw, remember to subscribe to our channel, leave comments below, and I'm open to new topics. And remember, we want to be the terminators of your pain. Thanks for watching.